Happy Monday, Moonday. Hopefully you can hear me and hopefully I can see all the comments. So we will see what happens here. My name's Fola, and if you're new here to the channel, this is Deep Mind Squared. We talk all things magical practices and altered states, and really, just tapping into our personal truths. What does that mean? How do we walk a life of truth? And so we are here today, gonna kind of tap into some of the energy over the next week and see what wants to show through. We'll probably do a bit of just a kind of grounding exercise initially, and then after the collective reading, with the cards. If you would like a personal reading or card pulled, you can let me know in the comments. I'll do the best I can to go through. Hello, understand your gift. Yeah, hi. So if you're new here, inviting you to subscribe so that you're updated on when we go live again, usually every Monday. Also have videos released twice a week at this point, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So lovely to have you join us here. And here in Canada today, it's a holiday. So where are you tuning in from? Let me know. Curious if everyone's just like enjoying being at home today or what. I notice as I'm was recording some videos this morning, it's like, oh, I usually like Mondays when people are working because it's so less busy outside. And but anyway, first world problems. Am I right? Hi, Kaylee. Good morning. Or afternoon now. Yeah, nice to have you join. Okay, so wherever you are right now, just inviting you to become aware of your breath, whether your eyes are opened or closed. Just taking a few deep breaths here, really filling the lungs and the belly, allowing the shoulders to drop down. Maybe extending that neck just a little bit before you drop the chin back so that it's parallel. Just really feeling a bit of a stretch in the throat. There's tension here. Maybe there's words that you feel like you need to be saying to someone at this point in time. Just letting that just go at this point. You can come back to whatever conversations need to happen after this live. Noticing your feet both planted on the floor, the earth beneath you. If you're laying down, just noticing kind of how both aspects, both left and right of your body, are connecting with the earth. And we're going to connect to the pillars of the left and the right in hopes that we can also connect to that middle pillar, that energy that runs right down through the middle that gives us balance. And so just imagining two pillars in front of you now. One is white and one is black. The polarity of existence. One feminine, one masculine. Perhaps both your hands are placed, just one on each of those pillars, as you just hold this balance. And begin to charge both of these pillars with a cosmic light that begins to stream down through the crown of your head from cosmic source up above and out through your hands into both of these pillars. It's easy for us to want to walk on one side, either left or right. We judge the parts that we don't like, our shadow parts, and sometimes we might judge the light parts of others or about how we perceive light. And so here we're bringing balance to both of these parts. And here you are now in the middle, where this cosmic light begins to shine down through your physical body. balanced, harmony and unity. Trusting this process. As you continue to go through your week, you can connect to these pillars. You can connect to the middle pillar and find that patience inside. Find that this is like there's a need for this as a regular practice, to just come back to center. You know, things like I can hear the garbage truck and it's like, oh my God, like, you know, it's like, oh, we think sometimes we have life planned a certain way and then it doesn't go the way we think. And so returning back helps center us, because like no one's perfect. We always will be impacted by people's, you know, behaviors or the words being said around us or the lack of support or whatever it can be, you know. So returning to the center point, allowing oneself to like transmute what's showing up, not to ignore it, but then to just recenter. And this whole practice can support that. So whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, returning. Yeah, Kaylee, sweet. No, I'm excited to have you here again. Yeah, okay, Palm Springs, very nice. Sure, it's going to stay warm there. We're going to be getting some cold here soon. So send us some of that heat. Understand your gift. Okay, well, let's do this collective reading before we go into the personal readings. Kind of, we'll just share whatever shows up. I mean, as we all know, whatever comes out of my mouth is just what comes out. Even that meditation is not at all something that I had envisioned for today. But all I knew is that we were going to be pulling a few of these decks. And we're going to start with some guidance from an animal. So for this week, what do folks need to know? Animal. Which animal can they tap into? Which animal is calling for their awareness right now? Ooh, the scorpion. Oh. I mean, I might be a little biased as a Scorpio, but that's okay. Hey, Andrew from Texas. Oh, there's like a huge music festival happening there, I think soon, and it looked really good. I wanted to go. Yeah, nice to have you here again, Andrew. Yeah, hi, honey. Oh, Hanifa, what? Oh, wow. Yeah, honored. Hello. Oh, yeah, it's sending you love. Hello. Okay, so the collective for this week, we are starting off with the Scorpion. Ooh, that's some fire energy for you there. We got spirit, we got that fire. We have, you know, the intensity of the need for protection of your energy. And this is interesting because it's definitely something coming up right now. And I'm going to be releasing a video about the energy of like hermiting right now. And to me, the Scorpion is very much about being in kind of like your shell in your space, protecting your energy. So if this is something that you're struggling with, if you're feeling maybe, you know, like lonely, or because maybe some people are just really quite like social beings, and so tapping into an energy of the Scorpion can be uncomfortable. But I like this image too of how the tail is like emitting the light, and around it it's shedding out all this darkness. So think about how, you know, by kind of being in that space, connecting to that Scorpion energy might actually guide you to a place of more connection to beings of light, your guardians, your ancestors, your like higher self that can really be a support for you. Okay. Well, we got Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups already. So there's a lot of emotionality here, which makes sense too. I mean, when I think Scorpion, I usually think Scorpio, obviously, as a Scorpio, and the water. So something about water, fire. Where's the other card? The Page of Wands. Okay. So, which is fire as well. So we got something about that, like, combination of fire and water here. Okay. Which, how do you put out fire? With water, right? And so if there is a lot of intensity of emotions right now, if it's feeling like, maybe you're not really like you're really having to direct your thoughts, your energy to a certain place, and you're like learning in a way. I'm really seeing this as kind of, this page is like the beginning steps of the discipline, but not like super beginning, like you've been doing it, but maybe it feels like you've kind of been going backwards lately. Just recognize that energy of fire, again, using the scorpion, going inside, chilling, right? Hello, TNM. Hello. Oh my God, I'm so horrible with names sometimes. Don't tell me. I'm gonna remember. Zahara, I believe it is. But anyway, okay. Ace of Cups. So I'm just really like seeing this double. I'm so sorry. You should message me. I'll give you a reading, man. Because names. I think I need to see your face to remember the name, if that makes sense. Anyways, Ace of Cups. We have both of these images. The one with the dove. Here, see, I was close. Coming out of, or like diving into the cup. Okay, so there's something about the winged creature. And then we have the lion here in the winged creature. Okay, I'm kind of getting distracted. I apologize. But there's something about this flying energy, I guess is what I'm trying to say here with the emotions. It's almost like allowing your emotions to not be so heavy, to not really burden you, or like this guy's kind of in a barren desert, like, oh, just looking at this fiery emotion in a way of like, and kind of being curious about it instead of just making it seem so heavy. So how can you tap into the lightness of the emotion right now? If you have a feeling or emotion that's showing up recently for you, going within, but trusting someone that you act, or, going to someone that you actually trust, like, just one person, potentially a friend, a partner. It doesn't need to be the whole world. And imagine the emotions that are showing up kind of having wings, like that Red Bull, like the Red Bull gives you wings, like imagine it having wings and just becoming lighter. Let like spirit help you with transmuting whatever is showing up this week, emotionally. I was reading there's like a lot of different planets retrograde. I think Venus just is going direct again, thank God. A lot of emotions around like how we're perceiving ourselves in relationships, or our self-worth and so forth. So there's a lot of different stuff like happening right now, and I think that can be overwhelming, obviously. And you finding the balance of going in. Okay, I was asking for a card for like what could be focused on, especially within the chakra, because these are the chakra cards, and we have joy. Okay, so that seems beautiful enough. It's like, well, all this emotion is coming up for you this week. How can you connect more to the joy of life? Okay, and what joy looks like for one person might be very different than for another person. There's different activities that we can do. Like this person's dancing in nature by themselves. They're tapping into the spirit. We can see this kind of like etheric sort of subtle energy moving. You can find ways to connect with joy even on your own. Go see a movie, go take yourself out for food or like lunch or whatever. Just like tap into the joy, dress up and be beautiful and recognize who you are as a human. And tapping into that playfulness, the joy within all that can really help transmute whatever these maybe more intense feelings of loneliness, or this hermiting that's happening, and the emotions that you're, again, having to look at and be curious about as part of this like next process of transmutation. Whatever reason, I keep hearing transmutation. Is there anything else that needs to be said about this before we pull this Angel of Abundance? Let's just pull another chakra card. Okay, now. So miracle, another yellow. Okay, so we have joy as chakra. So there's definitely stuff happening here for our solar plexus, that space just above the belly button. And with the miracle, yeah, I'm just like hearing like pray for the miracle. Pray for that like illumination of who you be actually during this time of this kind of like isolation, the scorpion of having to separate yourself to protect yourself. Ask God, speak to your higher self, to the universe, however you want to identify it, so that you can really tap into the miracle. Miracles happen way more than we might believe. Okay, like every day that you're here is like a miracle. Let's be honest. Like we don't control our breathing. It just happens automatically. I keep thinking about that, how the breath just continually shows up for us, and here we are. That is a miracle. That's a powerful miracle, this life. So what miracles can you allow yourself to witness and see, and how can that feed more of the joy? So yeah, just sending that energy of the sun to your solar plexus, the fire, okay, that it won't be dimmed down by anything, by water and so forth. Like it can just continue to thrive, and that you can have that fire and that will to move forward and to create what it is you wish to create. Okay, so we'll pull one of these angels of abundance for you, the collective energy for this week. What's some angels of abundance stuff that we can see here? This is an encouragement. And if you would like a personal card pulled, you can let me know in the comments, and we will do that. Okay, well, that kind of flew out. And then raise or promotion. Congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work, it says, but I wanted to say the great work. The great work. So look how beautiful this angel is. She's just like, that's kind of like tapping into that joy energy again. Like, it's just like the beauty, the flowers, the beauty of your body, no matter where you're at, how much you feel like you accept yourself. There are beautiful parts of yourself, Can you just continue to tap into that? And you're finding yourself, like I'm noticing how her face is kind of blurred. That's what it looks like to me compared to the rest of the headdress and all of that. It's almost like the finding of oneself within all this, finding of oneself within the abundance. And yeah, again, that word. So the result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Yeah, we have to take action. That is the page of wands. Like that to me is the wands, the will, the ready willingness to go for it. Okay. So can you be open to that and those miracles showing up for you? Oh, okay, Kaylee, we will pull you a card. Yeah, the collective reading. Hey, This is I'm definitely liking how this is happening. Connecting to that, and then Hanifa, we will also pull you a card as well. Okay. So obviously, if take what you will with these readings, the shares. I kind of like read cards differently. Maybe I don't know. I just kind of see what I see and what shows up. So yes, do what you will. Okay. Well, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is pull one of each of these, and we'll just read. So Kaylee. And if I missed your birthday, Kaylee, I think it was maybe. Happy belated birthday. I was like kind of seeing that on Instagram the other day. Okay, well, 2 of them came out for you with that one, so much for that. So we have the Hangman. Haley, we have the Star. I'll show you here. They're both in reverse, but whatever. I'm just going to show it like this. To me, it doesn't really matter. This was confirmed to me as I was perusing my YouTube feed earlier today and saw kind of like an occult teacher, Alon Milo Duquette, saying like how he doesn't use the reverse tarot. And I'm like, yeah, who the hell needs reverse tarot? But anyway, So surrendering, Galen. Look at this. Like through the surrender, there is pure magic streaming and coming for you. Um, mm, that's all I'm gonna say right now. It's interesting though that we have the hangman here because yeah, there's just power in that. There's just power in that surrender, allowing the serenity, I want to say, of everything, and knowing that with that flow, really, it's like flow. We have the letter mem, which is water with the hangman, and we have the star here. And like, look how like she is like pouring water. It's just like this flow happening on both sides. And the nakedness really shows a need for vulnerability. Okay. You have this cooperation instead of competition card. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish everything, anything. So interesting enough, like look how taking from the pool and pouring back into the earth and knowing that there's enough to pour back into the pool that like kind of belongs to you. Okay. So surrender the thoughts that it's not enough. Surrender all that. I'm going to pull one of these chakra cards for you. And then, yeah. Ooh. Oh, we had miracle again. And we have victim. Okay, so if any of these feelings of like, oh, people are taking too much from me, oh my God, there's not enough, or like there's, we can go into like, how come I have so many money issues? This is because of my childhood, and like, and we might not overly be like, oh, it's my parents' fault, but like we can play the script of, oh, like I'm in this situation because of my past trauma or my family's beliefs. And we kind of are still playing a victim role. So just really recognizing that, pray for the miracle to transmute that energy. Okay. And just surrender. Like, yeah, like that was the past, but there is enough to go around. There is enough to go around. And if we look in the back here, if you can see this, we have the ibis, which is Thoth, the God of wisdom, the logos, the word. So know by your word you can create new worlds, I guess is what I want to say. And that is all, Kayla. Okay. I like that star card. It's so beautiful. Oh, ooh. It was August 30th. Happy birthday. That's cool. Hi, Barbara. Yes, we will get you a card after Hanifa. So if anyone else would like a card, we've got Hanifa, we've got Deborah next. And yeah, we'll be on here for a little bit still. Okay, Hanifa. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. The cards are going all over for you. What's happened to this? Like how you put a butterfly, the healing animal. That's a... Yeah, where are you at anyways? Oh, it's a long time. Maybe we'll chat one day. That would be cool. So I'm definitely feeling stuff in the throat space here. Okay, let's just pull this first. I'm getting the sense. Let's just see what comes with the chakra cards. And I'm not sure when you came on, Hanifa. I don't know if I said Tanifa. I'm seeing TNM there. But when we were talking about when we were doing the guided process initially, it was like this need to like stretch through the throat, okay? And we know the throat chakra, it's connected to our communication, our truth, and like I see you as someone who speaks their truth, who like is able to be vocal, but so whatever might be kind of lingering in that space, times where those experiences where it's maybe a bit more challenging to really open up and speak one's truth, I want to just say like it's something's clearing there. I can like feel it like coming. So if you have like even like a sinus thing happening, like that could be partly why. We have the faith card here. So who around you, which guides are wanting to support you right now with whatever you're releasing, okay? Whatever new realizations you're having around your, like, having faith in your own voice, having faith in your ability to heal through your voice, like, you know, like spoken word, like I'm sure you've listened to like spoken word poetry or whatever, like stuff like that can really, you know, and if you're feeling called to do that more, okay? Like there's something like I can feel it's like wanting to come out, like, 'cause seriously, I specifically didn't have coffee before this so that I could like try to avoid any of the, so, you know, like that dairy blocking or whatever. That's what happens to me. And I'm feeling that. So if that's something for you that you're going through, I need just speaking. Ooh. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups again. Interesting how like a card is kind of shown up each time. Oh, okay, I gotta read this stuff. Sorry. If it's gonna let me scroll up, it might not. Surrender is always a lesson for me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We will get you a card here. Okay. Oh, you're in Portland. Oh, I was through Portland, like back in, when did we go? Went to LA and stuff. We literally just stayed like a few hours and drove through. But I definitely will be going back there. Well, I'll message you. You're massaging your face and throat. Okay. Well, keep doing that. There's definitely something happening here clearing. Okay, I just need to speak to this because we have the Ace of Cups that came out for you, Hanifa, and you can see this specifically, this energy, the person holding the cup. Okay, look at that. It's literally the same image. I just realized the doves on the head going down. And I think if I recall, didn't I like talk about this card at one point a while back? And I was seeing the top of the tree of life where we have like the supernal triangle. And we have like Keter, or the crown, which is like the like the largest aspect of spirit. I guess we could say largest. That isn't probably not the best word to describe it, but like the top of the crown, the most divine aspect. And then we were talking as we started those pillars. We have the two pillars, the left and the right, or like the pillar of like the feminine, which we could see here as Bina, this Mother Earth kind of energy, though that's not really in the tree of life technically. And then we have, and this is understanding, and this is wisdom, Chokmah. Okay, that's kind of how I'm perceiving it. So there's something about the wisdom here, which this card is very gray as well, which I'm pretty sure is associated with Chokmah. So what wisdom around your emotions is coming? What piece of the divine? And it's interesting that I'm seeing here too, the dove carrying like the wafer and the goblet of like liquid. I was just reading in this book about the benefit of taking part in the Eucharist or communion. And it's funny, I was thinking how like my dad would be like, my dad does communion with my mom like every day. If you know what communion is, it's like the breaking of the bread and the drinking the wine, the juice. It's part of like a Christian faith, so I know that can trigger some people. But in this book by one of these like writers, Israel Regardie, he's talking about the power of being able to step through and really let go of the things that are holding us, especially in our astral bodies, through regular communion or regular Eucharist. And you can do it in any way that you feel called. So it's simply by you just taking like an item of like a cracker or whatever, and like juice or something to drink, and like basically instilling like an energy of the divine into it, calling it. That's kind of like a connection of our faith, right? So whatever that means to you, that might be something that supports you with just like really, yeah, recognizing what that energy is. Okay. Oh my God. So we also have the Two of Wands. Something just cleared because I just burped, if you didn't just hear that. It's been on my spirit to start a heart cast on healing and story. Okay, well, there's your sign. We have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands. And I guess I'm just saying this in relation to what you're talking about, is like, you know, the mind can tell us so many reasons as to how or why we shouldn't, and it binds us. Like the world is your, like, the oyster. Is that the world is your oyster? That's not the right way to say that, is it? But anyways, like, you're supported. Look how he's not even having to hold this wand behind him. He's just holding on to the wand. Like, what is it you want to create? Know that the, like, spirit has your back and so forth. And yeah, yeah. Let's just pull you. Well, let's pull one of these. We'll do the angels of abundance. Woo. So Hanifa, it says savings. Oh, this little girl's so cute. As you consistent, I like little girl angels. Maybe because the hair is curly like mine. I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't know if you can see that. This is cute. Okay. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus on your life purpose. So that's interesting. That's kind of what I was saying with this card. Like, it's like, here is the savings in the back. It's supporting, it's kind of like putting it here and not really paying attention to it, just, but then focusing on the life path, focusing on the things that bring you joy, where your direction is. So both are requiring intentional kind of will and direction, but the one can be just happening on its own. It'll be supportive. But that savings, I think, is if it's on your mind, if it's something people are showing up like, hey, do you want to start an investment account, or like whatever the case might be, there might be some value in looking and asking more questions about that. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I'm not sure. I think I still have your email. I should. If not, like, you don't hear from me, message me. But I'm pretty sure I still have it in my other email. So thank you for being here, and all the best with your next steps. Andrew, I've been getting so much from two of Regardi's books. Ooh, curious what you're reading. For sure. Yeah, this Tree of Life, we've been reading it with like a book club that I'm in. Book clubs, I think I said it last time, book clubs are seriously the best idea. Gives you a bit of like a rush and need to, like an urgency to get things done. But just, yeah, having other people to kind of hold you accountable is really great. And also to hear what people's thoughts are around these concepts, because a lot of Israel Regardie is like a whole other level to me. I have a couple of his other books here, like some of which I've gone through, and others that I'm like, no idea what he's talking about. But the more we show up, the easier it becomes, I think. Yeah, you're welcome. Sweet. Okay, I'm going up. I think it's Deborah next, and then Tahira. Okay. Deborah, let's do you. Yeah, how's it going? Okay, we're going to start with an animal card for you. Ooh. Oh, I don't drop them everywhere. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here, as usual. It's always nice to have you join in. If you enjoy what you see in the reading, if you feel like donating, you can do so through the link in the description. Okay, that's interesting. Deborah, we have like 3 cards pull out for you with that. So we'll just stick to those. We had the deer energy. We have the swan. Oh, bizarre, these cards, the same cards are coming out. It's not that bizarre, but it is kind of bizarre, We have the deer, we have the swan, and the elephant. Okay. And it's interesting because the swan is upside down, but like it doesn't matter because it's reflecting. Like, oh, and then you also have the Page of Wands. I'll show you. That card had come out earlier for someone. So, whatever these animals mean to you, okay, Deborah, like, obviously this channel is not just about me telling people things. It's also about you all like learning your own like intuitive interpretation. If you didn't really like know that already, I think you did. But what does it mean for you? And here the deer is really about compassion, and it's about gentleness. Okay, it's about the connection to the earth. Have you ever like come across a deer on a hike or like on a path? They're just so light. And it's fascinating because, like, on the other side, we have the elephant, who is not very light. Like, he's carrying, look, he's got, like, fire in his trunk, like, he is power. but he's also got that like third eye bindi kind of mark on the forehead there. The elephant never forgets. So how can you merge the duality of the fierce intensity of the elephant who will like stomp someone, especially if it hurts their child, with also the compassion of the deer who will also protect its baby? I was on a walk through like nature the other week, and I came across a mother and like the doe and the fawn, the baby deer, and that was just so magical. And thinking about how we as humans, especially mothers, can incorporate both the energies of ferocity and gentleness, and that there is room for both of those, wherever that just came from. Sometimes big words come out of my mouth. So let that sink in. All of us. And we have the Page of Wands. So I'm just going to say again, like the barrenness of shit that's happening in life. Okay. It seems like, you know, it's so, I mean, you're in Edmonton, like it's so smoky out right now. Like I honestly am not really enjoying waking up in the nighttime and like smelling smoke in the apartment. So I have so much compassion for people who are like in situations where they're surrounded by these wildfires right now. And it reminds me then too about the need for us to focus our attention at one point. Okay, so what are you focusing your attention on here? Instead of the bareness and the fires and the smokiness and the blah, 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 what can you look at? What really can be that drishti point of focus? And it's like, you know, the bindi here, the third eye point. Closing the eyes and connecting to that, directing the eyes, pointing like up towards the third eye point, looking at some symbol that really resonates for you. Whatever that is, if it's focusing on your breath, I could talk about this 1,000 times, I feel, but there's just something about that I feel for you, Deborah, right now. Okay. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Something very strong is happening right now as we're transitioning. Like I don't know if you all feel it. I can feel this, but like the ability in the dream time, the ability to visualize, like there is so much that is like playing out right now. Like look at this beautiful image. Okay? Look how fantastical that is. These angels, like the angels have like triple wings or something even, it kind of looks like, or the boats have wings. I'm not sure if that's, there we go. And here she's resting. You know, the ones playing this music in the back. It's not like a whole lot has to be done, just simplifying it as well. If you do not record your dreams, highly recommending it. I even like thinking about how I need so many other journals, like the dream journal and like the grimoire for the magical rituals, and like then another journal for like, you know, just other shit that goes through my mind, just like stream of consciousness. And then, yeah, you know, then work stuff. So how can you tap into and organize your life a bit more so that it can be more of that focus? Maybe that's not. Maybe for some people having so many things would be less or more confusing and less focused. But for me, I know, okay, if I write in the grimoire, it's specifically about these things. If I'm writing in like this dream journal, it's specifically about dreams. And then what I like to do is I like to go in and like cross-reference dates and see, because I'm usually writing in all of them throughout the day, you know, like every day or whatever. And I can see the growth or the kind of transitioning that's happening. But whatever dreams are showing up for you, Deborah, yeah, you know, be the gentleness that you are, be the ferociousness that you are, and allow that to really blend into that beautiful swan energy that you are. You're not the ugly duckling that maybe you thought you were because everyone around you is different. You are you. You are uniquely you, and that's a powerful thing. So thank you for being here. Okay. I thought I was the only one who had multiple journals. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. There's like a really nice one I was looking on Amazon just today. I'm like, ooh, I want to buy it. I don't even buy it. You know, I actually have an affinity to, if you go to Winners or is it Home Sense, they have like these fringe journals, fringe, and they got nice coiled, like they're pretty thick. They have nice line. They're just so nice. I really like those journals. And then yeah, I like leather bound ones for the grimoires. But anyway, I digress. Okay, I believe it's Tahira next. And I just wanted to just see, oh my gosh, my scroller is being all weird. Andrew's comment. The Garden of Pomegranates. Okay, yeah, I wanted to read that one. Like either next, probably Middle Pillar, finish Middle Pillar next, but the Tree of Life are the two that I've been reading. Almost done. I think we have like 2 or 3 more chapters. Oh, it feels so good. You know, like, you know when you like you take a book and you're going through it and you can see, you know, where your bookmark is or whatever, it's pens in there. It's not usually that thing. I'm like, oh my God, I just have that much left. Like, that is like that accomplishment energy. I find that like very, yeah, well, it's accomplishing, but it's kind of like addictive for me to be like, yeah, like you can do it. It feeds the energy of that stalker part, that action taker. Anyways. Oh, Deborah, yeah, okay. You've been dreaming a lot. Yeah, there's something happening with the dream time. I don't know about you all. I've been working with a scrying mirror the past week. I'm going to be making a video coming out about how you can build one if you so choose. But like, I'm kind of wondering if I need to postpone releasing that until I like finish just my kind of practice of gaining and building relationship with it before I speak, because it's definitely adding to intensity of my seeing or the dream time. And it's kind of a bit much sometimes. Okay, here, I'm going to get to you. You can't go to Home Sense. Yeah, it's deadly. That's so good. I buy decks of cards from the dollar store and use them as cheap bookmarks. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you for that. Okay. Oh. Here, let's see what cards wants to come out for you. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Did this one come out oh no, that was like the 9 of Swords. Ooh, so you're coming to a completion, I think, of something. I'm pretty sure you had like the 9 of Swords come out both times previously. Now we're at the 10 of Swords. So it's like that face wasn't to be like, oh fuck, but like it's interesting. You have the 9 of Wands. It's almost like, hey, you're really looking and reflecting at all the work that you've done, your accomplishments, and you're leaning on the one wand as your one source. Again, that focus. Think about this focus. Allowing the old to die away. Okay, what's one more card? Please, because I don't want to shuffle these all day. Yeah, okay, we'll just, yeah, thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Sometimes if you pull cards or, you know, like sometimes it's just like, okay, you gotta do this one. Anyways. Oh, okay, let me read what you're writing. I signed up for hypnotherapy courses, transitioning from tax accountant to this, and I'm very proud. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You did it. Yay! I shouldn't, like, you do what you want to do, but I'm just speaking, like, it's interesting how the cards align, you know, and show us kind of like confirmation. And so it's interesting because here's this person battered and bruised in a way, like that cloth wrapped over the head. It's like, Jesus Christ, how come it's just so much work? And yet it's like, oh, thank goodness you have this staff to hold on to for support. You don't need to do it alone. And I feel like that's really being confirmed. I can't remember if you had the Queen of Pentacles before, but this growth of the, like, I want to say the nurturance that you're putting into your earthly realm is really going to benefit you. All the things that you have been sacrificing and laying to rest. Okay, the thoughts especially the thought, like it's not so much about the physical reality and what's happening, but really how you are feeling and how you're thinking, the old beliefs and the ways that you've been perceiving your life. And that's going to have such a ripple effect into these other areas. And I need to just check this. I can't remember. I probably did this for you last time too. I know I did it for sure at some point, but I'm feeling kind of called to look at the Queen of Pentacles in the Thoth deck, and which is the Queen of Discs. A woman of beautiful face with dark hair, seated upon a throne beneath which is dark sandy earth. One side of her face is light, the other dark, and her symbolism is best represented in profile. Her attire is similar to that of the Queen of Wands, but she bears a winged goat's head as a crest. A goat is by her side. In one hand she bears a scepter surmounted by a cube, and in the other an orb of gold. She is impetuous, kind, timid, rather charming, great-hearted, intelligent, melancholy, truthful, yet of many moods. If ill-dignified, she is undecided, capricious, changeable, foolish. She rules from 20 Sagittarius, well, it doesn't matter that part. The water of earth, the queen of gnomes. The thing that was really standing out to me is, this is the Thoth deck, it's another deck. They're sitting there, I'm not going to go up and get them. But she's got the goat there, and it's related to Capricorn. But like one thing that was showing up is just like concept of like Pan, and how when we look at the physical world, sometimes people would say that that's like of the devil. It's wrong. It's evil. Pan was like a Greek god. Oh my god. I'm so horrible when it comes to recognizing all that stuff sometimes. But whatever Pan was, okay, was like seen in a lot of like occult ways as a much more positive aspect, but really about our earthliness, okay? So just recognizing the power that you can have over the earthly realm and how it's really not such a bad thing, okay? And it says here, it's safe for you to receive. And that was I was just like, oh yeah, it's okay for you to receive the earthly stuff, to go for what you want and to take it and to receive it and embrace it and nurture it. And it says here that the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. So that's a great way to think about it, is that if you allow yourself when you allow yourself to receive, then you can be more of a blessing to the world. So why is that a bad thing? Like, it's not, it's good. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So I'll show you the image here. We got those little baby baby deers. Well, actually, I can't see. Yeah, they are. They got white spots on them. We got that white dove again. Look at it. It's flying up there. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't even make this stuff up. I love how all the synchronicities show up. So as you go into this next step, and I need to go back to this place I was looking at where all your people are talking. Apologies. Can you just continue to allow yourself to receive and to lean on that as much as possible? Ooh, it's going to really add to your experience as you move forward in this new chapter. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Yes, 100% realize it's all about how I think, feel, and believe. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, and like right now we're, like I said, there's something happening. Like I woke up this morning and I've been like really wanting to get more into visualization, but I felt like a block, like the way I've been able to manifest, if I can use that word, like in the past, it's like I'll just see it, like it'll happen. I don't consciously choose it. It was more like spirit's like, this is going to be the thing. But this morning I'm realizing just how much something is shifting for us, that we get to really be the creators of our life. That is when it needs to be a magician and to use magic, to be magic, like live it in our day-to-day. And so, many of us now, it seems like we're really stepping into this like ability to visualize, to dream, to create the life that we desire. And you've all been doing the work. Okay, like we've all been doing it, but clearing things, and like we don't have to get addicted to that. There's nothing else we need to do around that. Just now enjoy and live life and receive the life that is here. Oh, so much I could say. So I will not at this point. I don't think there's anyone else that wanted a card pulled. If you're just tuning in, you can go back to watch the re-recording or the recording of this, where we did do a collective reading for the week, and a bit of a guided practice. And we'll just end here, I think, with another kind of just closing. And obviously, like I said before, if you feel called to leave a donation, contribute in any way, if you feel called, you can check out that link in the description to do so. And I guess I can just say a couple different opportunities showing up this week. Starting on the 9th, which is a Saturday, I'm going to be hosting the Ouroboros Circle. Ouroboros 713, don't ask me, it's just numbers and words, because why not? And this is going to be an event for people to buy donation on Zoom. If you're interested in tuning in, it's going to be happening every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Love to have you join and actually engage in more like community versus me just talking on a screen to your chat messages. So that's one opportunity. You can find out more information by going to the deepmindsquared.com website. So you can register, you'll get the Zoom link. And then there's Pathworking, the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, that's going to be starting on the 19th of September. It's going to be every other Tuesday. So the first session on the 19th is going to just be like pretty much introduction and give you an idea of what we're going to be doing. So if you are really like in a place where you'd like to like master your life, receive the keys or the tools on how you can do that, maybe step a bit more onto like your magical path as the creator that you are, then this path working, it's, I believe, something that can be very transformative and helps you to understand yourself and how the universe operates in a completely new way. And so this is kind of a bit of like a self-study, group study. I'm also taking part in this work. I just feel like, it's important that we do it in a kind of collective way. You're not alone. It kind of makes people feel, dare I say, a bit safer to explore some of this when we can have actual open communication about it. So you can check out the website, Deep Mind Squared, about that as well. And if you're in Edmonton, other things showing up, you'll see it on the calendar on that website. So that's all out of the way. And you are here if you're still tuning in. Thank you for joining me this moon day for these vibes. And as you perhaps close your eyes and connect to your breath once more, just allowing your body to relax and allowing your heart and your mind to be open to receiving whatever it is it's meant to receive. As that universal healing energy is being flowed to you now, it's allowing it to support you with the integration of all the words and the energies that came from the session today. And I can see this book, the Book of the Law, sitting here, and it's making me think of that quote in relation to one of the cards that were pulled earlier about the star. Crowley says, every man and woman is a star. So recognizing your divinity, your greatness as that star being. And that the stars are seen in the darkness. It's not when everything seems bright and happy and it's so great. It's like in the darkness when we seem alone, we seem closed off, and that's when we can be our brightest, most truest selves. And we know that even right now those stars are shining, even though we might not see it with the sunlight out. And then we also have that recognition of our great star, the sun. that's constantly shining, constantly giving life, burning eternally. And in the collective reading, we had that reminder of the importance of the solar plexus, that yellow with the joy, with the miracle of life. And so just connecting to that sun star energy in your solar plexus, the space just in your belly, above the belly button, just radiating that out. Your will, your fire. And on your next inhale, bringing to mind someone that you care about or you feel might need a bit more of that sunlight and support, and just letting it go to that person on the exhale. No attachments to the outcomes. We're not here to change or fix anyone, but just, I shower you with that sunlight. I love you. I appreciate you. Be well. Ooh. Ooh, I love my eyes on myself. 5, 5, 5, 5. I like that. So on your next inhale, you can just return to the space. And know that all this that we've moved through today, if it made sense, great. If it didn't make sense, great. Things will come to show you the path. I got a message from someone yesterday. They're like, oh, like they signed up for the Ouroboros 713 gatherings. They're like, I just came across that word. I've never even seen that word. And then all of a sudden you're emailing me about it. And I'm like, this is how the universe works. Like, it's really quite a magnificent experience. Okay, so you might not know how is this going to show up for you now. That's okay. Just be willing to see each day, each moment play out as it does. Okay. So yeah, just appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you so much to hear for the donation. Yeah, that's awesome. I receive. Yeah. And yeah, I will see you all next week, or perhaps on Saturday if you choose to sign up for the gathering. And until then, you all take care.